Hey, what's up, everybody? And today I'm coming to you about one of the most underrated and powerful beginner cards that can be suggested to new people getting into the credit card game, or actually a low-cost alternative to those who may be trying to scale back their obsession with this points and miles thing that we have going on. So let me let my co-star do her thing, and then we'll jump right into it.
Welcome back to my dad's channel. If you're new here, make sure to click that like button and subscribe, and don't forget to share.
So the inspiration for this video actually comes from a comment on another video from one of my users, so it's pretty lengthy, so I'm gonna go ahead and read it here. The comment comes from Aviation and Other Stuff. It says, "Hey Chad, I love your videos and I'm excited about learning about the credit card game. Much appreciated. I'm about to turn 18 and I've been spending time researching to find out what credit card would best suit me. I'm an authorized user for my parents' cards on C1, Capital One, and Amex, so I do share their great credit score. I have a question for you though. Do you think an airline or hotel would even approve me for one of their cards? If so, should I even be getting one right at 18 and before college? Also, would the annual fee be a deciding factor for the card issuer deciding to approve me? Thanks." Well, here's the thing. I responded with a lengthy comment myself, expounding the virtues of getting actually transferable currency cards as opposed to proprietary currency cards, especially given his age and his, socioeconomic position at the moment, because I can only assume that he would be living at home, he or she would be living at home, and or I don't even know if they're going out of town for school or staying in town. But the thing is that I thought about it, and if, gun to my head, I had to suggest an actual card for a beginner, such as this person with a great credit score, what card would it be? And frankly, it was a no-brainer. It's the Amex Everyday Preferred card. I think this is one of the most underrated and quasi-versatile credit cards in the Amex lineup that a lot of people just don't talk about because it doesn't have a sky-high sub, but it can actually be extremely useful. Now, I featured this card on my channel before with my Amex alternative trifecta, which I actually named the Amex Everyday Trifecta, consisting of the Everyday Preferred, the Amex Green Card, another underrated monster, and the Blue Business Plus, which covers way more categories and can actually exceed some of the earning potential of the classic trifecta. And the reason being is because the Everyday Preferred has a bit of a little superpower, and that is if you use the card 30 days in a month, you actually get a 50% bonus to the points that you earn, which actually makes the effective multipliers 50% larger. Now, here's the thing. These multipliers are 3x at grocery stores, up to $6,000 in yearly spend, and 2x at US gas stations. There's no limit. But in any case, still with that multiplier, if you use your card 30 times in a day, which most poor broke college students will do for gas station purchases. Remember, it's not just for gasoline. I know a lot of people who get snacks from gas stations all the time, regularly, regular morning coffee, so on and so forth. You can easily use that card 30 times in a month, and it doesn't mean that it has to be once a day. Some people use their card multiple times a day, and you can actually bump those multipliers up from 2 to gas to 3, and then from 3 to 4.5 for groceries, which actually outpaces the gold card. Now, the annual fee for this card is $95, and there have been times where they have waived it in the first year, but also you get a transfer bonus, a balance transfer bonus to this card, and I believe it's 0% for the first 12 months. And there is actually a sign-up bonus, and that is 15,000 MR points, $2,000 spend in the first 6 months, which is not terribly difficult. Now, here's the alternative, is that you can get that same deal with the green card for a higher annual fee, plus a few more benefits, plus you get that 1x multiplier, but it's the same thing. $2,000 in 6 months is not terrible. Most people can organically spend that literally without even breaking a sweat. But here's the thing, this is not for in-game players, but as a beginner card, this is fantastic because you get a lot of this and it's only $95. Plus you get some of the protections that Amex affords. And here's the important part, because it is an MR point earning card, guess what else you get access to? Transfer partners. In addition to that, guess what else you get access to? Amex offers, which can actually further increase your earning potential on this card. And this is all for $95. You don't have to, be forced to get a $695 card by virtue of your job or your travel preferences like some people. But here's the thing. This card works for beginners, people starting out. And in addition to all of that rolled in, you start your Amex relationship. Chances are they're never going to offer 100,000 MR points to sign up for this card. You have your once in a lifetime language, so getting this card really doesn't hurt as bad. It's one of the credit cards that can tell you if you like the Amex ecosystem, if you want to potentially graduate to a charge card, if you want to switch things around. But with Amex being a relational based bank, this is a great foot in the door with a very low barrier to entry. So hopefully I answered your question, Aviation. This is definitely one of the examples of the cards that I listed in that lengthy comment that I responded to you on with that video that we were bantering back and forth about. So I hope this helps. I hope this helps out some other people maybe trying to get somebody into the credit card game, thinking of a good credit card to suggest, because it just works. You know what I mean? You can try it out. $6,000 a year, even if they don't have a ton of grocery spend, that's still potentially 4.5 points back. If they do, they can use it as a supplement just in case, just to see if they want to mix up their points earning potential. You have potential 3x at gas, and a lot of credit cards do fall short in the gas category. Now you might be asking yourself, how come restaurants aren't covered if you're saying that this is an alternative to the gold card? Well, the fact is that if you have a poor, broke human, chances are they're not going to restaurants. I don't see a lot of the poors at restaurants. I see a lot of the riches at restaurants, but I don't see a lot of the poor. So it should just be common sense. As far as restaurant spend goes, if you have an alternative, maybe you have a friend who has a card, or even cash when you're just starting out, there's no reason to run yourself into the poorhouse. But that is all. I know I tried to end this before, but I'm really excited because this is a great card. Remember, check out the video that I have about the Amex Everyday low-cost trifecta that can earn you a ton of MR points and get you all the accesses of the classical trifecta. Check that out right here above one of my fingers. I'll put it in a post. But that is it. So please check it out. Thanks for coming. If you stayed this long, well, I'm not shocked. Well, actually, yeah, I'm kind of shocked. But if you stayed this long, thank you so much. I appreciate you, and take it easy.